Act. Adequate notice of the special virtual meeting has been provided as specified in the act. A proper notice of this meeting was provided in the notice on June 16, 2020. Said notice was emailed to the Nutley Sun, the Star Ledger, and Tap into Nutley, mailed to the Nutley Township Clerk, posted on the district website. This is an official meeting. Flag salute, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call, Dr. Blazer.
Mr. Carnasella. Here. Ms. Dancheck Martin.
Here.
Mr. DeMayo. Mr. Ferrero.
Here.
Mrs. Quirk.
Here.
Mr. Riley.
Present.
Mr. Scalera.
Here.
Ms. Zero.
Here.
Mr. Kaczynski.
Here. Whereas the Board of Education will be discussing matters exempt from public discussion pursuant to NJSA 10-412. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Education recess to close executive session at this time to discuss personnel. Be it further resolved that the results of this discussion will be made public by inclusion on the agenda of a subsequent meeting of the Board of Education, or when the reasons for discussing such matters in closed session no longer exist.
Before you take a motion, we do have to ask if there's any public comment before we go into closed. I know. We have to ask if there's public comment before we go into close. Ian, is there anybody on the chat?
There is no public comment, although Frank did just join.
Thank you. Welcome, Mr. DeMayo. We'll add you to the roll call. No public comment. Now you can do your.
Thank you.
Second.
Motion by Mr. Scalera, second by Mr. Riley and Lisa Dancheck, and Ms. Dancheck.
Got
Okay.
it. All right. So Ian, if you would, we're going to close session. Guys, I'll send you your link. Okay.
Okay, so this session will stay open, and you will rejoin it at the end of the meeting when you go back to open.
Great.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian. Thanks for all your help getting us online.
Yep. Yeah,
Thank you. Can
Okay,
you see,
we're back in open, Ian.
can you see Charlie?
yep, we're recording again.
Put this up your nose.
Okay. Hearing of citizens, right? We're going into that part of it, Ian.
We aren't voting, so you don't need to.
I'm sorry?
We aren't going to vote, so you don't
Okay.
need to.
Then I need a motion to close.
Motion to close.
Okay. All in favor? Aye.
Vote, vote.
Aye.
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 Thank you, Tony.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Hey, 12:30, 12:30.